Dun 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 Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and it is once again that time of the week. As this week draws to a close, I want to take a few moments to kind of look at some of the biggest news stories from this week. We're also going to look at the biggest gaming announcements from this past week, and of course, we will look at this week's biggest video game releases. But do me a quick favor before we jump in. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. And we are going to start with, well, we had another gaming showcase this week. That's right, this time Sony came through with their first State of Play of 2025, where we got updates on upcoming games coming to the PlayStation 5. The 40-minute showcase was packed with games, a lot being games we had kind of seen before, and well, first-party games were pretty few, but we still got some fun announcements from Sega and a lot of exciting updates, like the release date for Metal Gear Delta, info on the first DLC for Monster Hunter Wilds, and a first look at the game Sorrows. Closed out the presentation, and this is from the company that made Returnal. It looks promising, but it's not scheduled to come out till next year. Overall, the showcase was a little disappointing, but there was some good stuff to be found here. Now, in Nintendo Switch news, we have recently seen a few trademark patents that definitely appear to explain some of the features of the new console. One of these patents does show off how the new Joy-Con controllers can actually be used as, well, basically as a mouse, which that has many gamers hoping for a new version of Mario Paint. I don't know if that's going to happen. It'd be cool if they had some kind of pack-in game that kind of showed off a lot of the new, things the console can do, but that's probably what 1-2 Switch should have been for the original Switch. If they didn't do that, I don't really expect it here, but hey, maybe we get something cool like that. That would be pretty awesome. Now, the other patent appears to show the Joy-Cons being able to be connected to the console even if the console is flipped upside down, meaning the headphone jack could be either on the top or bottom. This seems kind of weird, and I'm not really sure if, in the end, this patent is really going to be that utilized, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Now, we also got a pretty cool info from Consumer Reports that revealed just how popular classic gaming is currently. And not just for collecting, but actually playing and experiencing the awesome games that built the industry. A survey unveiled 14% of North Americans are still playing games on platforms that released before the year 2000. That means consoles releases from the PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, and any prior to that. As a fan of retro gaming, the idea of millions of people still enjoying those classic experiences, well, I just think that's awesome. Next up, let's take a look at a few gaming announcements from this last week. Now, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds was announced at this week's Sony PlayStation State of Play Showcase. The game is scheduled for release on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, and, well, you can expect an announcement that it will be on the Switch 2 also soon. The kart racing game, well, it looks fast and fun, with racers jumping between land, sea, and air in a variety of different vehicles, as well as jumping between dimensions via travel rings on the tracks. And this looks like a cool add-on to the Sonic Racing franchise. It's always been, next to Mario Kart, the next best one. Now, Shinobi Art of Vengeance was also unveiled at the State of Play with an August 29th release date announcement for the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, and like Sonic Racing, I expect a Switch 2 version of this game also. If not, I mean, there's a Switch 1 version, and the console is backwards compatible, so it's still going to work. The game follows longtime series protagonist, the master of ninja arts, Joe Musashi himself, who arrives home from a previous adventure to find his village burned to the ground and his clan turned into stone. Driven by vengeance, Joe sets off on an epic quest battling hordes of enemies and larger-than-life bosses across stunning hand-drawn worlds and a variety of 2D gameplay styles, and this looks fantastic. I love it when they kind of keep that same gameplay style as these classic games, but add to it, kind of like they do with the 2D Metroid games. This one's definitely on my radar. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it. Now, Chronicles of the Wolf received an announcement trailer unveiling a 2025 release on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, and like the others, I presume it'll be on the Switch too. The game is a side-scrolling Castlevania-style game that has you taking control of Matteo Lombardo, the last apprentice of the Rhodes Cross Order, as he embarks on his quest to hunt the legendary beast of Gavaudan. I think that's how you say it. Gavaudan? Something like that. Anyways, the game looks awesome. If you're a fan of Castlevania games, this looks like a must-play. Definitely keep your eyes on this title. Now, Neon Inferno received an announcement trailer this week, with the game coming soon to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, as well as Xbox Series systems. The game, well, it just looks like a lot of fun, with throwback side-scrolling multiplayer arcade shooting action, reminiscent of, well, the classic Contra games. The trailer does show gameplay with the CRT scanline filter, but I expect we'll be able to turn that off. I hope so. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but this game looks fantastic, and I'm looking forward to getting more info on this when it releases. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. And Wario Land 4 was announced late last week, and it released today on the Nintendo Switch online service in the Game Boy Advance library of games. The game has you taking control of Wario and leading him on an expedition where Wario has to gather 4 treasures to unlock a pyramid and save Princess Shakura from the Golden Diva. And I'm definitely going to be playing this game today, and I'll probably post a video later, so definitely check back for that. I've never played Wario Land 4, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. Now, Civilization 7 released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series system. The strategy-based RPG game empowers you to build the greatest empire the world has ever known. Your strategic decisions shape the unique cultural lineage of your evolving empire. Rule as one of many legendary leaders from throughout history, and steer the course of your story by choosing a new civilization to represent your empire in each age of human advancement. Now, Tomb Raider 4 through 6 Remastered released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The title is a compilation of 3 remastered classic Tomb Raider games, including Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation from the year 1999, Tomb Raider Chronicles from 2000, and Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness, which released back in 2003. Alright gamers, let's conclude this week in review for the week ending on, well, Valentine's Day, February 14th. The week started with the 24th anniversary of Disney's second Southern California theme park, Disneyland's sister park, California Adventure, which we celebrated at home this year by watching videos from our previous trips to the park and playing the, well, pretty disappointing Toy Story Mania game, which is based on the Toy Story Midway Mania ride found in California Adventure. Then we continued digging an extremely deep hole in the new PC game, A Game About Digging a Hole, where we found the bottom and an unexpected terror, which I will link part 1 of our playthrough at the end of this video. Definitely check that out. We had some fun with that game. And the week ended with us getting an update that, well, Dragon Quest XII is still in development, which, well, that's fantastic news, as Square Enix has been reportedly canceling a lot of projects, and this is by far my most anticipated RPG, period. I absolutely love the Dragon Quest series. Dragon Quest XI was one of the greatest role-playing games of all time, and I can't wait to play Dragon Quest XII. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. We hope to see you on the next one. Shows World, out.